you on my side. Come and seal your fate till the end of my desire.
Check 1 2 1 2. That's funny, Sugar. Oh, it's 4:31. Let's go ahead and do it.
I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.
Or maybe the 40 seconds to let a few other people come in. This is kind of a spur of the moment. And maybe I can finish getting prepared here. Oh man, you're not gonna let me in here? You're not the one. Here we go. Oh, come on.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shoot. They don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick. I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast.
Oh crap! Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show that. can I do this? Give me a second and get my exchange count up onto so I can show it on the screen. That's all I'm waiting on. Is it the right one?
Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Aha, you can do this.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on.
Can't seem to log into my account here. Maybe this will help. Bear with me, guys. I am coming. It's just I can't show you things if I can't log it in. Did that get it? That didn't help. Didn't do anything.
Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup.
Crap.
Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh,
There we go. Let's try that one.
oh, oh, and I'm singing like whoa, oh, oh, oh. Lit check.
All right, we in. Ah, come on.
In a group text, 10 years, same team. True vets. Got a couple trophies, but no change.
Bear with me, guys. I can't show you what I was going to show you if I can't log in.
It's a very small world, so my hand holds. Wake up, make the money, that's a man's role. Loyalty and love is what I stand for. Can't forget about trust, but first, please fill my cup.
Oh, no
I'm not
mas.
really asking for much, it's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, oh,
Log in.
oh, and I'm singing like whoa, oh, oh, oh. It's the weekend, we've been working. I'll be posted, fireside. Bring my boys in, bring your girls in. We'll be posted up all night. Limited edition, not the regular one. We shut down the city like when presidents come. I am not a rookie, I'm a veteran, bro. Promise I'ma take
Says
it
it.
easy.
Ask
later
confirm
on.
login.
Whoa, oh, oh, oh.
There we go. I think we got it. Oh, good. Are we in?
Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week.
All right, I think I got it. Yes. We got. Oh my God. You look horrible. Oh jeez.
Now I'm singing like whoa, SOS, please fill my cup.
All right, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and kick it. Time is tacos, road dog. Not a whole lot to clap about today. Well, it finally happened. What we all been secretly fearing, that big old drop that might come on Bitcoin, has come today on a Monday. Sometimes a false move Monday. Hasn't yet made a lower high, or a lower low rather, than what we had over here at 56,000. 56, ouch. We survived that. Shout out to everybody who's here with me today. Let's grab the chat box over here. My apologies for taking so long getting started. I had to get my CoinEx account up. You know, you got to do with the VPNs and all that and stuff. Got Jason Echelon, got to hop on the tractor, he says, but I'm listening and learning, my man. Well, Jason, that's an honorable way to make a living. I wish the U.S. would support that a little bit more. Hopping on that tractor. Living off the land, making the land work for you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't know exactly what kind of alpha I'll be given. I'm just sharing what's happened to me, and we're going to take a look. This is the points that you got to look at your strategy and say, man, is this looking for me? Do I need to tweak some stuff? And I got bit today. I got bit hard today with this drop here. And it started with doing some stupid and me not following my rules, and that's how it always starts, is not following your rules. But then, you know, you listen to those voices and say, but you know. So let me start off by saying, depending on what type of trading strategy you're using, you're experiencing some different results. Now, as me as a position trader, I'm looking at this in my position account that I have. I'm looking at this, oh man, this is a great opportunity. This could be a great opportunity. I can build some bags in this big old drop, and that's what I look for that. Taking that same strategy and applying it, say, to leverage futures, perpetual futures trading, well, you know, those don't mix. That will not work out for you. Unless you're using some like a really low crazy leverage. But perpetuals are not meant for that. Perpetuals are meant for shorter term time frames. So I think when we start trying to do extended swing trades on them or something like that, you can swing trade them. It can get costly. But your spot margins and things like that are really the best ones for your swing traders. Let me try to point this out before I show you how I just lost everything. Let me show you how the smart margin is still doing okay. Well, never mind. Here's the we started out with the wrong one. Here's the spot margin account. She's dropped. She has dropped. All right. But my risk reward suffer on my Bitcoin, which we're cool with. I've got I am also collecting Bitcoin here. I've got 1.73 Bitcoin in control. I have not claimed ownership of that yet. That's my bag of Bitcoin that I'm building during this drop. We get a rebound, then we're good on this. I don't have to worry about liquidation until I get to like the 102%, and you bet I'm going to safeguard this position. It's going to happen. This is my major. Bitcoin is my dry powder, is what I'm saying. Okay, Bitcoin is my dry powder in this. But all my other altcoins, my risk thing, that's this little gauge here, they're all in the green. They're all doing good. I'm waiting for one to flip orange. I saw one yesterday, but she flipped back. And I know there are a lot of positions, but I've got a game plan here with this. Now, all this is going to help me pay off this Bitcoin over here so I can come out of here with a lot more Bitcoin. That's my game plan. That's my strategy on this whole position idea. I'm trying to collect a little bit more Bitcoin, more Caspa. The bigger bags I got over here, I'm actually trying to build bags, so I'm not trying to sell them off. Some of this lower stuff that I got down through here, all these other plays down here, yeah, they're going to get cut. They're just on the chopping block. Now, this is not the ones there's a few of them I got some affinity for, but I've also got bags of them over on my hardware wallets. These are just portions of that bag that I'm just trying to, hey man, let's take it over here and see if we can magnify it. Now this is great to start on drops, such as possibly the ones that we're in now. If you're looking at starting a spot margin position, the big ass drops and big ass bottoms that we come to or whatever is the great place. If you stop higher, well, you got to function in, the whole goal is to buy all this as it comes down low and gets on bottoms. We want to find something bottom and just start collecting and building a bigger position of it. This is great for that. But trying to apply some of the rules and the mindsets that you have for this kind of trading to something else like futures, well, does not work. Not that I was, well, and I was trying to, some of that mindset did creep in and some of that got me. So now let's go talk about the futures, which, is not doing okay. I took a hit. I took a big ass hit. Well, it's supposed to be my better than life account over here, and clearly life is winning, okay? Because I got liquidated on my Bitcoin position, my actual Bitcoin. We know where it is settled in Bitcoin, and that's the one that I was really like, that's the one that hurt. That means I actually lost some Bitcoin on this, and that's a no-no. This all started with me going against my rules, not getting out when the trend line price breaks along the trend line. That's the whole strategy. And once you start getting into the red, and then that's when things start going downhill. So the lessons learned, and here's the thing. When we're trading this, I think most of us know what lessons we need to work on. I think if we look honestly at ourselves, we can see we know where our weakness is, and we look back, and we got to take an action plan, and that's what I've got to do in this case. So for the high risk future trades, my problem is that I'm not honoring a stop loss system. That when things go in the red, that I'm still got that little bit of bias or that little bit of false hope, because it's got to be false because it can go that way, that we'll get a recovery, and then I can at least if nothing else, de-risk, which a lot of times I find out we go in the green, I'm not really up to, but we could go in profit. Let's just see what it does. The best times I played, I do actually de-risk. The times that I break my rules and don't de-risk, and so let's just hold out, and could've, shoulda, woulda, didn't write it down. But as I slept last night, my Bitcoin position got liquidated. There were some things I could have done. I could have lowered my leverage, which I meant to do, but forgot. Could have tried to set some more orders there to catch that falling knife, which is not a good strategy. That's one of the things that when things go south, this is one of my weaknesses, when things go south and I don't have that, follow those stop loss rules, this is what happens. It routinely happens. This is a big flaw in how that not in my system, not in how I try to trade. It's a flaw when I go against my rules, and then they hand my ass to me on a platter. And this is what slowed down to break. But this is what I do like about futures trading. It's not for everybody, and I don't recommend it, because if you're wanting to lose your money, this is the best way to do it. Futures trade, just straight up. This is not where people get rich, but it does help you hone your skills. It makes you work harder and learn those lessons. And that's why I keep doing it, because slowly but surely, wins and losses, it's making me a better trader. And that's my goal, is to become better at this craft. And taking this loss is part of it. It looks bad. Look at my P&L today. I've done $5,000 today. Now, what I've got right now is unrealized loss, but what I did take in that Bitcoin pair, the Bitcoin settled pair, yeah, that became realized. So now I'm at the place where you're already in the red. What are you going to do? What are my choices now? And a lot of us will face that, because I'm not the only person that's in this situation right now. I'm not. That's why I'm making this video. The gurus aren't going to make this video. They're just going to sweep all this stuff under the rug. They're never going to show you the profit and loss statement and be honest with you. That's just what it is. They're just going to keep telling you, we're going to make the money back. It's okay. We're going to make it. And that's cool. Yeah, we want to make that money back, but they're not really getting out there and talking about, hey man, this shit can happen. You need to be on top of this. Let's talk about it. Let's learn from it instead of sweeping it under the rug and just trying, we'll do better next time. We want to do better next time, but we can't unless we address the elephant in the room, which is, why the did I lose $5,000, or have I lost it? And here's where we start getting into the psychology. Come on now. Can we stay on the same thing here? I'm just trying to get back to the market. Yeah, this thing. So what's the dealio? I can't even tell what I can see this better on my phone, the way it presents it, and so stupid me also got back into another Bitcoin trade because it's at the low. So the ones I said, don't do any more stupid. So for someone like me that's in the red, can we get to the actual trade? I need to go to the trade. See the position. Can we do that, please? Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Are you not going to show all mine? It only shows the one. This is the other one. So see, already I'm down 29% because I did stupid again. It's like, oh, we're down. We should just jump back in. So what the hell? What the hell? Well, it's hard to fix stupid when stupid's already done what stupid did. But the first step is admitting that you made a mistake. All right. So this is not the one I was trying to show you, though. This is the one that got liquidated, and stupid me is like, well, a lot of times I get liquidated, jump right back in because it's at the bottom anyway. That thought ran through my head, and my fingers listened to it before my mind caught up with, wait a minute, dude. If you're going to apply this, at least layer in if nothing else. But how about just taking a chill pill for a while? That would have been the smarter thing. I didn't do it, and clearly 28% negative. Which I can use my strategies and try to bail myself out of it, but is that the smart thing to do? I mean, well, that's the only choice I have right now. It was dumb for me to get back in this situation, is what I'm trying to say. And this is the psychology. This is what we're really fighting against. You can have the greatest TA telling you where price is going to go or where it can come down to, and it's how you navigate it yourself is what really determines your skill as a trader. If you're trying to be, you know, the leveraged trader, well, you got a lot of skills to work on. It's not easy. And again, this is not the way to make money, but it's the popular thing that's out there, so we're talking about it today. And this is the real results. If you jump in there, even if you got a plan, even if you got some experience in the market, this shit still happens. It's stacked against you. It's not really the winning way to do it. The people who really make their money in crypto, let's be clear about this, are the hodlers. Those position trails, those whales trading strategies, they make it good. That's why I'm doing that strategy. And your swing traders can do pretty good, but it's the people that get in it at the bottoms, not afraid to go in and actually hold those positions that they're convicted in, that are really going to make life-changing money. So if your goal is to make life-changing money and do it safely, just be patient with it. You can't beat that. Now, I'm living proof of that. That's how I'm not working today, is by those strategies. It wasn't from leverage trading. Hell no. And I think the very few people will be that. Remember, there is a statistic that it's over 90% of day traders lose their money, and this is why. Even as you try to get better, you're going to take these wins and losses. Now, am I going to hightail it out here? No, I'm going to figure out my mistakes, and I'm going to get better at it. That's the only thing I can do. But I'm trying to get over to the pair. I'm the USD pair. Where are you? Here we go. And then that should show my position over here, right? Am I... come on. What the hell? Excuse me. Why? There we go. Okay. Well, this is the one. That took forever, didn't it? Why are you showing this one? Oh, beautiful. Well, it apparently looks like that one just... I'm thinking that one's not open anymore. What's going on there? So I don't have that position open. Did it get stopped? Did it get stopped out? Did you get liquidated? How did you... You couldn't have got liquidated. This might be a connection issue too here. Nope, you got me somehow. So twice in a day. Well, I'm having a freaking losing streak, it looks like. How did you... That it wasn't even like that. How'd that happen? All right, well, I got to sort through that. So apparently I got hit twice today, so you guys got to see that. So this awesome account now is back to probably where I first started it, and we just got to build up again from here, but that sucks. So a losing day for a road dog. Here's what I want to talk about. When I got into this is what I did not like about it. This is why it's so bad, because when you let it get into the negative, now you're giving up all your opportunity costs. I could have shorted, but no, I was stuck in a trade. I was stuck in a red trade. I couldn't do anything. And when we got down to some really, really good prices, you know, I'm sitting here trying to finagle I'm on the wrong chart, but I'm sitting here trying to finagle a account to work on risking it. It just put me, for the last 2 weeks, it just put me in situations to where, you know, the market was in control and not me in control. And that wasn't so cool. And it was just nothing but opportunity cost. And we come to a bigger time frame here. And that is all because these simple rules were not respected. The simple trend line rule that, you know, tell me, man, you need to quit messing with this one is at 69.5. But no, I was on the wrong side of the trade. We're clearly in a downtrend, and here I am trying to long up and trying to de-risk, and that's never the play. The smartest thing to do would have been for me to take that loss, and that's the lesson that I've yet to really get in, is that stop loss thing. It would have been so much better for me to just bit that, whatever it might have been. It was probably something number I didn't like, probably a $200, $300, $400 loss. But me avoiding that loss caused me to get liquidated. Anybody here can relate? Or am I the only one? Does your guru have these talks with you? Because I guarantee your guru's going through these. Some of them might not have got caught up in it now, but it happens, and I don't see them talking about it. I watch their numbers. I know they have problems, and I know when they have a losing trade they don't talk about. I'm trying to do something different here on this channel and just be open and transparent. That way we can all learn, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to learn. You don't need, most of your gurus out there are having troubles too. Some of them can't even trade at all. Some of them can't even be profitable. So here I am with a setback, and now I got to prove, not only to myself, but to you guys, that I can straighten this stuff out, address these problems, come up with a solution, turn this around, and take what little I have left and turn it at least back into what I had before. So my highest that I got this up to was somewhere around $6,600. So that's the number that I see. I see that big $5,000 loss right there. And it kind of sucks knowing that I just now got freaking liquidated on USDT pairs. So Degen wants to jump back in. Does Degen have a reason to jump back in? We're at a 786 retracement here on the 4 hour. Degen wants to take a nibble because, well, that's my trading style, but we're not there yet. We just broke another trend line. So Bitcoin, let's take a look at Bitcoin, trying to figure it out. My overall TA, if I listen to it and follow it, tells me that we have a good chance of coming down here to about 57.5. We're not seeing it yet. This was a mean daily candle, and we might get a pullback, and we probably will come back to 62 or something like that. That's good probable. But it looks like maybe for the next couple of days this week that we might slowly try to come back down here in these areas. Now, if I listen to that instead of listening to the smaller time frames, it can help me out. Ichimoku Cloud's also got this little thing going over here that I'm not liking. We had this big, thick green cloud that normally pulls us into it, and then we got this little sliver of red. That's not the sign that we want to see necessarily here. And that kind of gives me a little symbol that we're going to have some down and lots of down and sideways, and just depending on what happens here, it could spell out another quicker move to the downside. Now, I don't want to see that, and I can't imagine that. We make a lower low than this, then we are officially on the downtrend. Don't want that to happen. And I was talking on the streams, you know, what does a top feel like? A top is very much like this. It's very euphoric when you're up toward the highs, and it's very bearish when you're down through here. And you got everything going on a top signal that you're experiencing in the market, other than maybe some of the crazy stuff. But I don't know. We did see some people getting Solana tattooed on their forehead and some of the signs, but it's not the main signs. Overall, my thesis, whether it turns out to be true or not, is that we're in a big reaccumulation area. And I'm not looking for us to go down to 38,000, hopefully not to 48,000. The lowest that I can, I'm seeing that I would like to see us go, I don't even want to see us go down here, but would still be, I would still be comfortable, cool with. It's about 52. I really don't want to break this trend line here, though. That's kind of a big deal. If we break that trend line here, then that's, you know, then now we're going back to what we were talking about earlier. I should have got out. We break this trend line here, and that's the sign that I should get out of Bitcoin and probably altcoins, that we may be on a downward trajectory. This share. Looks like we had some those VPNs. So I can't look at my charts or my count anymore because I got my VPN off, but that should help the stream get a little bit better there. All right, so what was you talking about? What Bitcoin's going to do and what it could do? Well, my rule would be to, you know, if Bitcoin crosses here, then I need to exit and probably exit a lot of my positions, and that would suck. And I would probably take a loss on some positions and see my don't like it, but not doing it puts me at risk for, you know, now we're in a downward trend. Now, what can happen? We're not even there. We're not going to look at it, but we don't want this possible M. And that's a topping pattern. It confirms when price breaks below this area down here. This is where it was last time. And then you could see something like that, which would suck. And it's hard to imagine what the catalyst would be. Other than suddenly, there's a bunch of Bitcoin just comes out of nowhere from Germany. And of course, Mt. Gox, that news has been out there. And it's just ready to rain down on us. I put on my tinfoil hat and it almost looks orchestrated, and sometimes I wonder if it is, and I just wonder if, you know, we kind of point the fingers at BlackRock because they have the most money, if they're maybe the ones, you know, kind of finagling things. I don't know. We can speculate on all that. All I know is that, you know, the things are going to get cheaper. Luckily, I'm not seeing it as much on the altcoins, and I know that they're taking a hit too. They got to be, or you would think they would be. Hell, they're actually looking like they're having a pretty decent day. My position trading's over there. Like I said, man, the altcoins have been holding up good over there. I haven't had to manage that or do anything over there to counteract anything in a couple of weeks. So I've been impressed with that. It's just been this futures thing that has just kicked my ass lately. So it is a scary time in the market, and I don't know. Let's see what you guys are saying. Have you guys have been having some bad luck today too? What do you think? Is it cool for me to share this kind of information? Is this helpful, or is it just like, oh no, Road Dog, your system sucks? It's not my system. My system's good, and the rules that I've got are good. It's just this is what happens when I don't go by them. We have to have rules, and when I break them, this routinely happens. Striga says, "Get it together." Hey, Jay Evie, what's going on? A Mercy Receives says, party over for now. Well, Striga says, I've been getting liquidated all the time this year. Yeah, we got to stop that. We've got to find a way to stop that bleeding and those habits. And that's what it is. It's bad habits and then bad decisions based on our emotions. And it's hard to recognize sometimes. And it's hard to be willing to take that loss when you've lost. The thing that I wanted to say, what my mindset is, I want to write this down. I want to put this, where can I put this? We can put it right here on Bitcoin, maybe as a reminder. Oh, but now I forgot how I was going to phrase it. My stop loss is my entry fee to trade. That is my new mantra here for my futures trading and any other trading that I do. My swing trading, I need to do that too. With when I get an account, I'm going to open a new account and we'll have one for so I can do swings, because I've been putting all my time into the position trading thing that I've not got it. I'll get one set up for swing trading, and I still want to keep this other one open that I've got for my perpetuals, because we got the history on it and everything. But anyway, back to this. My stop loss is my entry fee to trade, and that's where I'm having a problem. So now I've got to do that and know that for every trade that I do, I'm going to be a lot more strict on my stop loss, go by more the traditional rule, and just know that as soon as I get in, whatever I determine my stop loss, assume that it's gone. Assume that it's gone, because when I don't follow that rule, or if I don't look at it that way and it gets on the negative, I'm like, oh, I don't like to lose. I don't like it negative. Let's try to pivot back to the positive. And the worst thing that you can do is to average into losers, and that's That's how it starts, and then it becomes necessary to average into them to try to save that account, and that's where the downward spiral comes from. And they know this. That's what they're hoping for. They love to get us in setups where we'll do that. Our job is to keep ourselves from doing that anymore. And that's just the truth of it. When we take a look and see what's going on, when I look deeply at my flaws, because I have to, you have to look at your flaws as a trader, and you got to admit them to yourself. And here on YouTube, if you're going to be showing how to trade and you know, or showing what you're doing, I got to show you what's going on, man. And that's just transparency. It sucks. It hurts. But then you learn your lesson, and then things get better. And that's a fact. Because I didn't make it to where I was shilling courses, selling services, or anything like that. I made it from the choices that I made in this market. And that's all I want to show. So, this is the sucky day of it. Markets are going down. The important thing is not to panic too much, because that's all we got out here is panic, and that's what they live for. We got to try to get our emotions and find a way. If you're stuck in a bad situation, you got some decisions to make. Are you going to keep feeding a bad trade that could eventually totally flip-flop on you? When you get to those how far is your liquidation? Can you lower your leverage? Is that an option for you? If you're in a leverage situation, is that an option? That was an option for me twice. That I got liquidated while my USD position while I was on stream here. So I thought that one was safe. I had that one set up where I thought it was safe. I still got to go back and figure out how I screwed that one up. That sucks. So let's get back to some basic rules here. What is the basic rule situation to do? The smart thing to do is wait till Bitcoin bottoms out and establishes a bottom, and then starts making higher highs. It's all the little orders we're putting in, trying to catch it on the way down, that go against us. And that's exactly what happened again on this Bitcoin traded pair that I had over there. That's why it's 27% down. Now, what I was trying to do wasn't necessarily a bad technique, but I went in a lot more than what I should have went in, and then once it dropped, and I'm like, oh crap. Well, that's harder to recover. If you are, let's talk about this now. Leveraging in and scaling in is a strategy, but there's some mistakes that I found that can be made with it. I do this a lot in my position trading, and it does not work so great for futures, so I don't recommend it for futures. But the best way to leverage in is to start small, and then each order gets bigger. You're not putting in an equal amount. If you put in an equal amount every time, you can get played because as the market keeps going down, you're not lowering your entry. The only way that you can lower your entry if you're scaling in to really help it work in your view, you got to go with the bigger orders down here. And if you're in a liquidation event and you're trying to save yourself from liquidation, your bigger orders have got to go down to by your liquidation. And try to ignore these. That's your Hail Mary, and it's not a great one. It's not the smartest move, but it may be the only move you have in your situation, unless you want to hit that button and just take your losses and take your ass whooping right now. But it's a question of pride and ego, and it doesn't seem like it. It seems a lot of fear and just trying to preserve capital, but it really boils down to pride and ego if you really look at it deep enough, and just not wanting to be wrong. It's all in learning how to identify these things. I don't feel like I'm being greedy. I don't feel like I'm being that way, but yeah. I know, those emotions are they're ninjas. They can sneak in and suddenly they got more control than you thought. And they base it because you want to preserve your capital. You should just sell at the bottom. That way you're not losing in case we go. It's those things. And you can't let that win out. You've got to start being logical and then having a plan. Will it break the 200 moving average on Bitcoin down here? It can, not as likely. We're at an area where we could actually catch a bounce. For real, for real. Will she come up and do a head and shoulders? Maybe, I don't know. Will the head and shoulders play out? I don't know, but the possibility that we get something like that means the number could go back up to around 69, 70,000, giving us a little bit of a relief rally. So those are the smart concepts to kind of look at, or some of the smart things to look at. But you've always got to go keep coming down. And they found 50 billion Bitcoin to sell on the open market from somewhere. Overall, momentum is there. We're getting played, is my personal opinion. We're getting played. They're wanting Bitcoin cheaper. They have their ways of doing it, and you can see some of them now. It's like these intense sellings and just timing. It's funny how, you know, Germany or whatever selling off a big amount. Also timing, you know, coincidental with Mount Gox FUD. And I'm sure there's going to be, it comes in threes, right? So there's another one I'm sure we got just right around the corner just to help get price down further. Now, this is just news. This is just people talking. This is just an article coming out. This is just something on TV being released, press release or something. A cleverly placed article in Forbes that just kind of gets the FOMO or the FUD started. And that's just what they do. You have to ask yourself in your heart of hearts, is the coin that I'm in, can it really change things? Will it be in demand? Will people need this? Is there a use case for it? Will Bitcoin be in demand? Is the world trying to buy more Bitcoin right now? That's what it is. Well, why is the price falling? I would say it is probably not of natural occurrence. Well, that's just my 2 cents on it. So like I said, it's a little annoying, but I don't ever listen to my rules. Hey, there's Chef Detron. How's it going, Chef? I'm just over here showing how I got my ass handed to me twice today. Turned out once it happened, I guess, after I logged on stream. Road Dog, did you long too soon? Just got in. What's up, bro? Road Dog went stupid. Did not go by his rules. I was explaining that. I've got a set of rules that I try to follow, and when I don't, well, then I get in trouble. But man, I don't know if my futures account is salvageable. It is if I'll get out of this little spiral that I'm in. It's not easy, or everyone would be rich. That is true, says Chef. Now, Chef is also known for showing his wins and losses too. He's got a good reputation for that, I understand. And shout out to Chef Detron. He hangs over with Charting Crypto. If you don't know Charting Crypto, well, he's another fellow YouTuber. I just consider it as being a good YouTube friend. I haven't been over and I haven't chatted with him in a little while, but good straight up dude. Check him out. And Chef Detron is an admin over there, or a moderator over there, and I think maybe an admin in the Discord group. Charting Crypto also has just a free crypto community over there, kind of like what I do. Not trying to gouge you for $100 a month or anything like that. It's just a cool hangout place. It's on Discord, and I'm a boomer, and I just never made it over to Discord. That's the only reason I'm not there. If you had a Telegram, I'd be hanging out there all the time. Dave P, how low will she go? Dave, I can't really say for sure, but I got targets about 58,000 is what we're looking for with this trend line. 200 moving average there. What I'm hoping for Bitcoin, looking for things to turn around, and if I get smart and wait for some confirmations instead of trying to catch these falling knives. My Degen did. I was looking like, I turned around, I'm like, you just put in an $8,000 contract. Why the hell did you just do that? Stupid is as stupid does, and I'm not beyond stupid. I do stupid. But we're knowledgeably trying to catch it. Me with Matic and XRP, says Strega. But my main thing is that I just want more transparency in YouTube. There needs to be more transparency. Otherwise, you know, your following ideas that, I mean, I think Your gurus don't talk about their losses because their ego won't let them do it, and that would discourage people from giving them their $99 a month for their fees or for their courses and trading groups or whatever they're shilling. How they really make all their money, because a lot of times if you watch their trades, they're not really doubling or anything. Now I come on here and I can double I've shown where I've doubled these accounts, and even the one that I just basically blew up, I doubled it from, I think it's about 2,500 that I put over there. Now I'm sitting less than half of that. So there are ways to do it, and I'm not a guru. I'm never claiming to be a guru because, well, clearly I do stupid. But we talk about it because a lot of you guys do stupid too. It's just part of being human. The markets are good at, really exposing our humanness, and that's what it boils down to. So you can't be too hard on yourself. You just got to look at it for what it is. It's a learning opportunity. You just learn. It's solidified. Hey, listen, you can namaste and manifest and positive vibe yourself to riches all you want to, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that there's nothing to gratitude, positive attitude, positive thinking, and all that. There definitely is energy and vibration. I'm cool with that. But that's not going to motivate you then when you get your ass kicked in this market. That's been the best motivator I've ever found to change. It wasn't until I got my ass handed to me and I said I had to stand up and look at my monitor and tell crypto, this is going to stop. I'm going to learn how this game's played, and I'm going to get back. You're going to give me back every penny you took from me over the past 5 years. This was back in 2020, by the way, or whenever. I'm going back the whole time, back to 2012. You're going to give me back every penny that I put into this market, and you're going to give me back more. Because people make their living from this. There's a way to do it, and I'm going to figure it out. And ever since I said that, things slowly started changing. Yeah, I don't know if that's manifesting. That's just me getting pissed and saying, here and no more. And that's been the best motivator for me to change things around. Just talking out me arse. Let me come through and see what you guys are talking about. You suck, road dogs. I'm done subscribing. You suck. 62.1k, and then 63 is where the most liquidation sits right now. High probability those targets are hit before the next move, whatever it is. I've been looking for up and then down. I've been looking for I was looking for what I was trying to play or hoping to play is that we would get a retest of our altcoins, and then I could de-risk some things, and then maybe even get into some shorts or something like that. But instead, we did not get anything like that on altcoins or in Bitcoin, either one. But yeah, we can't keep dropping forever. The momentum things, my moving averages are not telling me we're getting ready to take a big ass drop. They're telling me that we're in a possible range area. So yeah, I can totally agree with what you just said there. Chef Natron, give me a plug for you and Charting Crypto in the chat there, man. And put it up on the screen. Celinda says Bitcoin dominance wants to drop. Oh, I wish it would. Let's check out our indices and see how bad that, man. So what I'm going over and what I'm talking about today is no surprise. You guys have heard me for the last couple of weeks talking about, man, I saw a sign up here that I needed to take certain actions, and I've been disappointed that I haven't. I'm still cool, and this would have really helped with my spot margin trades. If I'd paid attention, I'm good on them right now, but I'm in a higher risk place than I would have normally been if I'd taken, my own advice and paid attention. I pulled a Fibonacci from down in these bottoms here just to get a topping area for where total 3 could top out. And I got a 3.618 pull there, which is very toppy top. And what's weird is just right above this, around $808 billion on total 3 is the actual 618 for the overall pull. So that's two things saying, yeah, altcoins are probably going to take a hit here. Might even be a reversal. And that reversal will be confirmed if we get a lower low. then we're on a downward trend. That trend will be confirmed if we make a lower low from here. So we don't want to see altcoins dump much below 560, which they went right down there today. If we don't bounce from here, if we do bounce from here, we might have a chance, and we might get that little rally out of altcoins. If we start losing this, well, that's going to confirm a downtrend, and then we can expect a relief rally, which on that one, I will be preaching definitely for myself, and anybody wants to listen, take profits. Might be an area to start looking at short, because we'd be confirming a downtrend. It wouldn't even have to come back up there. We'd be looking at a 618 Fibonacci retracement, but we could be rolling back over to make another down. That's what we want to be looking at overall for our altcoins with scenario like that. So we either bounce from here and we got some hope, or we fall through, take a big hit. Probably there'll be a lot of liquidations. My position trades will be at a wild place, I'm sure, but when they come back up, then I'll be changing my strategy on my position trades, because, well, I want to have more dry powder, right? I don't want to just ride this thing down. So that's what I got going on, but that's what I'm seeing for altcoins, and it all depends on what we do over these next. What are we on here? The daily here. So we need a bounce over here the next day or so, just to where it comes down, retest this area, or else it's going to be kind of the summer's going to be a wild altcoin, wishy-washy, not a fun one to play with summer. Well, guys, that's all the ranting and stuff I got to go through. Let me just check out with the chat here. Chef and Tron says, I'm good, holding 3 excellent shorts. We'll hope for further breakdowns. And that's what's pissed me off, because of the opportunity I got into. Not respecting, again, not respecting a stop loss, not being able to take that loss when it was early. That's such a horrible habit, such a horrible strategy. And that's a hard thing to learn when it comes to the futures trading, or even, any kind of leverage trading, is to take that loss. Because I could have flipped short. I had that, but I didn't have that opportunity because I'm riding that sucker down. And so when the smarter people like Chef, they're setting up their shorts and they're looking for that. And I've got no excuse, because I had every sign telling me that that's what we were looking for. But I kept looking at it from a long perspective. And in a big sense, in a greater thesis, I'm going to. But my position trading can allow for that, but my swing trading and my futures trading cannot. I cannot allow that mindset I can't let them bleed over. And I think it does influence me to some extent. But my heart's out there with you guys who are out there suffering too. And then, my respecter is out there for you guys who are not caught on the wrong side of it and are actually going with the swing of the market. Jeff John says, enjoy the content, keep it coming. I just think it's I'm like you, Chef. I think it's important to be transparent, and this was a day that throw it out there. You guys might be learning something from the mistakes I did better than what I can learn from the mistakes I did. That would be awesome. The future was bleak. You guys need to layer into your leverage positions. Well, I did that, Chef, and that is when I my last little mistake, which I did today, was anyway. I normally do try to layer into my leverage positions. And the thing is, my leverage is too high. I just was using 15 and 20%, which I thought controllable, and it was for the most part, until it got to the point where it wasn't. There will be a point where price will drop, and then suddenly the leverage you're working with, unless you want to keep putting money into it, which is not the smart thing. And I meant to deleverage. I didn't. But yeah, I agree. I normally layer into positions, and that is a way that I do it normally. But even then, I can catch myself not respecting that stop loss idea. And sometimes that layering in idea will kind of feed that. I'm like, well, let's just layer in again. So that's the danger that I see with my layering in position. I can fall into that because I need to be more clear on my line in the sand. Like I said, over this is my new mantra for my leverage or any kind of futures trading is my stop loss is now my entry fee. That's gonna be my mantra. Gotta accept it. Stop loss. If it's hit, oh well. That sucky suck. That's following the rules. I think that will help me solve a lot of my issues. It's all just comes down to not following the rules. Midnight Supernova says, hang in there until October, fam. Yeah, definitely not saying I am not giving up my positions. I'm still holding on to my positions as much as I can, especially my spot and all that. I'm definitely not going to sell when they're down, but the market is going to come back. It's a flush out, and they're good at flushing people out. They're going to flush out the leverage first, but the biggest mistake I can make is to sell my spot positions because we're down. Like, what would be the point in that? If I'm smart, I should have dry powder to take advantage of all of these drops, especially as a position trader. Jason Ashland says, same with me. I'm always chasing and adding instead of, I don't know if I got the rest of it on there. I would say it's still stop loss. Psychology is more than 50% of the whole deal, yeah. Chef says, then double down. Chef Natron says, don't use a stop loss, close manually or add double, triple margin. Well, I see what you're saying there, and then that's exactly what I was doing on that. I had more money that I could put in, and things got really bad. I did that, and in between the time that I did and I got here on stream, that position got knocked out. What the hell? They were just out, and what I'm finding, I mean, that's what I was doing. I was leveraging, I was layering in, but and doing bigger. Well, at one point, one thing that got me, I was doing some equals. I was experimenting around. The dumbass move is that this is not the first time I experimented. I got out of one, safely de-risked out of a terrible trade where we dropped that last time. And then stupid me started to do this. Well, let's finesse that. I'm like, sounded like a good idea at the time until I looked and I'm like, oh crap, all these positions getting a little bit bigger than what I anticipated. So me playing around with these ideas did not help me, but I don't know. I'm starting to get away from as much of a leverage in on my perpetuals anyway, unless I reel in my leverage. The lower leverage would be the key for that. That works. That can work. But I thought 15 or 20 would still be manageable there, and it wasn't. Not unless I want to risk putting 3 times more, funds in there. Oh well. I made some bad decisions. I made some bad entries there, apparently. Mercer C said Metro Stack losing stinks, especially talking about it. It does. Well, I mean, I lost. I took a less. But it wasn't huge. It wasn't enough to make me, but it was enough for me to I lost Bitcoin, man. That pisses me off. Anytime I lose actual Bitcoin that I put over there, I get pissed. It's so hard for me to build up Bitcoin. But I gotta say one thing, that the person that I was supposedly, harmlessly, innocently trading against, they didn't make the same stupid mistakes that I did. They didn't trade at all. Of course, they don't talk about their losses or anything very much over there or anything, but at least they, knew to get out. They got more capital than I do, so I gotta give credit for that, dude. However, if I make this account max back, I will rub their nose in it because Here's some cool idea. Now, pay attention to this. We were talking about how shorters, they plan it ahead of time, and I'm gonna get over to Chef's comment right there. But I mean, the people that short the market, they're not shorting the bottoms. I mean, when the trend line breaks, you can short there, right? But that's also a high risk. It's like buying the tops. But you know, that's where a lot of people look at shortings when a bottom gets broke. But the smart shorters are actually planning it up here at the tops. And I think that's what Chef was getting ready to say. That I kind of front runner on that. Chef says you have to short when everybody else is looking for a new all-time high. Patience is everything. And that's where your best people that are shorting, they're not trying to short at the bottom. You got a lot of people going, well, the market's down, let's start shorting. And I'm like, and that's why I couldn't do it. Well, that I was in a negative trade. I was on the negative side anyway. I was already on the wrong side, so I couldn't short. MexC though will let you short and long at the same time, and I missed that. I don't have that over on CoinEx. If I did, I would have been playing that game. But Chef says, but yeah, Chef was saying that you plan them out. You plan them out ahead of time, looking for all-time highs. That's when a lot of people are getting in on the best shorts, and they're the ones that have been making it up. They're the ones that have been doing it right. Y'all know why witches don't wear underwear? Better grip on the broomstick. Ha ha ha! That's funny. I too love a nice double bottom, says Chef Pachar. Rightly so. She says I'm plugging Euro Dog either man. Well, I just want to give CC a good shout out too. Chef says I've been in all my trades for over 2 weeks. I've been nursing these that got liquidated today for about that long too. But I'm not having clearly it went opposite for me. Sometimes it just happens. It only happens when I break my rules. It only happens when I break my rules. Or maybe that one weird occurrence is where you have a stop loss and for some reason the exchange doesn't hit it. That does happen. That does happen, and that sucks too. But I can't blame this on that this time. This was my doing. Striker says I gotta put on the McDonald's hat and flip some burgers till you earn enough to get back in. Chef says agreed. The longs will be epic. Great opportunity right now. Just be careful. And they will try to hammer late longs. Yes, sir, they will. Chef says then you started too soon. It's like it went bad, and then I just I just woke up to it this morning that one was liquidated, and then I had the other one I was managing. The liquidating the other one, I still don't understand, unless it may, I don't know. I thought my liquidation was 56,000, and I don't understand. I won't figure it out after the stream and go look at the account. But that position's not open, and there's money missing, so I'm like, what the hell? Chef says instead of stop loss, close at 10%. You have to nail or entry or be able to pull back into profit. Sam Webb says I haven't tried any of the fancy trading yet. A bit over my head at the moment. Well, that's probably a good thing for you, Sam. That's it. Take it in stride, man. You probably made the best decision right there. Lower leverage is key. Low leverage is 6x max is what you used, even on Bitcoin. Here, my idea, what I would love to do, and now that we can get these drops, if we figure out where Bitcoin's going, man, trying to get a low leverage short or low leverage position. I mean, I'm talking. I was talking anywhere about 3 to 5x is in my mind. That's one of my goals too. If we get a big drop in Bitcoin to get a nice long 3 to 5, and that's kind of what I'm doing over my margin trade. I've got that up to what it's growing about 1.6 Bitcoin over there. It's what I've accumulated so far. That is a lower. It's a low leverage long play that I've got, and I'm taking advantage of that. My position margins, well, the on CoinEx, on the spot margins over there, it's determined by the pair. Most of the altcoins have like a 3x, and then depending on the money that you borrow against your collateral, you can finesse that, and that's why I like the position margin or the spot margin, because I've got a lot of finesse over there. I'm not stressing that. I'm good. I'm collecting those bags. And but this dang leverage trading, the perpetuals, whoo, baby. But eventually, it's going to make me better. It's going to make me better. You don't see me over there with the $20,000 account trying to do big moves, because I'm not going to lose $20,000. It's not my. I'm not some kind of leverage trade guru, and never ever claimed to be, but I do feel it does help me work on my weaknesses, and this is, sadly, it usually takes these kind of moves to make me do it. Chef John says the sweet spot between 20 and 30x on most coins, unless they are micro pennies. Are you talking about 20 to 30x on Bitcoin? Well, it's a bit me. The more zeros, the quicker you get liquidated. Amen. Sandwich, I can count Road Dog to show me what not to do. Well, yeah. That's what a good Road Dog should do, is show you what not to do. He will get it the only way to get better. I love what Road Dog is doing. Testing boundaries and techniques. He's going to kill it, don't quit. I appreciate that support. I am trying to, well, I mean, it's all about finding your own little system, right? Or your own little strategies, and I just gotta figure out this dang perpetuals. 15x, I thought I had that. 15x. If your stop loss fails, contact customer service and tell them stop loss failed. They'll fix your position up. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Damn, because that's happened several times to me. Huh. Well, that's alpha from Chef right there. I've seen other people talk about getting in touch with exchanges, but I didn't know what they were. But yeah, I never actually thought about doing that myself over a stop loss. I figured they're like, yeah, take a. Huh. But I guess they can actually see, right? Late long is when the long about to reverse, says Strega. You bought the top and now it drops. Chef says, oh no, I use max leverage on big Unix 99% of the time. I was just saying how low leverage trading 6x max, smart trading, risk now. Oh, gotcha. 99% maximums all the time. Chef, I gotta check you out sometime, my man. Max leverage is good when you got the bottom. I did that with OP. Says Striker. Chef says absolutely you have to find what method works for you. When it a quitter, what Road Dog? What up, Road Dog? Sometimes you gotta take a loss to get better. Fine tune that system and get back on that horse. Amen. That is what it is. I just thought I would come out and share it. But what's throwing me for a loop is the latest liquidation that I didn't notice until I came back on the stream. And that's the one I've got to go back and figure out. That one shouldn't have happened. But anyway, let's take one final look over here because I don't know what's going on. Position tradings are fine. Everything else is fine. Spot is fine. Oh hell, I can't access my account because I'm not. It shows my balances though. I want to see that maybe. I just can't log in. Is that what it is? Can we? I just want to see it one more time. That's it, future. So, yeah, today's P&L is down $5,000. I've still got 1,100 there. Can Road Dog bounce that back and start making smarter decisions and get this back up to at least a starting point, which is somewhere around 3,000 or something? But get it back up to that recover my losses. Well, I'm known to do that just as much as I'm known to do stupid stuff. I can make them bounce back, but it's just not fun. I would have rather just avoided the whole drop instead, the dumb stuff, but that's what I did. Now I got $129 for real. That pisses me off because I just threw 500 in there. I did, you little sucker. How did you do this to me? I'm going to figure that out. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I think I've went over the thing. Sucks playing the learner's tax. It does, but that's part of the game. Mercy C said, I know the stock market will cover stop loss failures. Never had it with crypto. Huh. I'm going to, I'll pay attention to that, but that's not what happened to me today. It was my own stupidity that did it today. They're not going to pay me back for my stupidity. My own risk taking. But it is what it is, and, well, now the challenge is to get this thing. We just gotta, don't think of it in X's, but 5 exit, 4 exit, but we'll get back up there. Here we go. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on the stream tonight, and hopefully you'll have better luck than I did. Later on, get some tacos, you'll feel better. Tacos does sound pretty awesome, my man. Thank you for that, Striker. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Should I FOMO in right now? Maybe I should FOMO in right now.